of the series, and what an atmosphere it could well prove to be. The bells are on, the umpires are ready, and what an atmosphere for this first Ashes Test. We'll bring you every session live here on the JB Clark YouTube channel. First of all, before the action, the anthems. So here we are at Edgbaston for this first Ashes Test match of the series. Australia holding the Ashes. That's the two teams. Rory Burns and Jason Royal top of the order, and Jack Leach in place of Moeen Ali. Tim Payne leads the Australians, and the pitch, well, very dry, soft, and that's the 4-day outlook. Should it go 4 days, of course. Packed house. Quite a lot of Australians have travelled over the 24 hours. Let's have a look at the coin toss. So Australia have called ahead. Joe Root hoists the coin into the air. He's gone. It's a heads, and Australia have won the toss. And what they're going to do here? Well, that's an amazing decision. They've chosen to bowl. They've put England into bat. So, interesting decision there by Tim Payne, the Australian captain.
Hello everyone and welcome to this tour match. Please give the players and umpires a round of applause.
So Jason Roy and Rory Burns come out onto the field. And there's the Australians. And we're hoping for a good day's cricket. 5 tests in all. Edgbaston, then Lords, then Headingley, then Old Trafford. Finally at the Oval, and those 5 tests alone will determine if England or Australia win the world's greatest cricketing prize, along with the Cricket World Cup, which now England hold, of course, after that champagne super over against New Zealand. Rory Burns poised and ready to go. So here we go, the first ball of the 2019 Ashes Test match. Start to Roy. Oh, stuck to Burns rather. Burns hits it through, but it's well cut out. No run off that particular ball. He's one that they really have to watch here, England. Mitchell Stark. Seen there running in there, and it's just pounding into the pitch. Struck that with some velocity there, but good stop there by the Australian fielder. Burns the face again. Oh, that's swinged in the gap beautifully. That's all before. Rory Burns off the mark. Off the middle of the bat. And racing away to the fence. England four without loss.
Wait on it.
We'll stop. Got hold of that one, but again straight to the fieldsman. Wasn't the greatest of footwork there from Rory Burns, must be said.
Yep.
Nicely played. That'll go for 4-2. Waited for the ball, timed it beautifully. And that was a rubbish piece of bowling there from Mitchell Stark. Final ball of the first over then of the Ashes of 2019.
End of the over. Batting team are now
And at
on
the end of
8
that,
for bat.
8 for no wicket. Jason Roy
Change of bowling. The captain is
to
going
face
with
Josh
medium
Hazelwood,
pace.
who's got 164 test wickets. The field has changed a little bit. So Jason Roy to field, or to look at his first ball then. 2 slips in the gully. Just get the feeling really that this game could hinge on the first couple of sessions here, the tone of it at least. Oh, that's a lovely shot there for Jason Roy. Picked the gap beautifully, and Hazelwood's very, very poorly pitched up there, and well taken advantage of there by Jason Roy. 12 without loss here. We're on strike once again. And that's going to be a consecutive boundary for Jason Roy. Taking his one-day form into the Test arena. It's impressed England fans alike in one-day cricket, certainly in the recent World Cup, where he took the Australians on in the semi-final there, Edgbaston. Oh, hat-trick of boundaries for Jason Roy. England rollicking along to 20 without loss already. Tim Payne will have a decision to make here. Does he stick with the field that he's got now? Or is he going to stick at it with Josh Hazelwood? Roy moves on to 12. One ball after the Hazelwood over. Already 12 runs conceded from it.
Wait.
End of the over.
End of
20
the
for
over.
one, 20 for
England
naught.
are now on 20 for none.
We've only got 2 reviews remaining. There's Mitchell Stark to face, or to bring into Rory Burns. Burns gets it away, foul before. Score now moves on to 24. England on the rampage. Looking to get early runs so they can put runs on the board, so gives them a chance really to maybe just take it easy then as the day wears on. I think Tim Payne must be kicking himself now. I think if he'd have had his time again, he would have put himself into bat. But here goes Rory Burns again. And the boundaries are coming thick and fast for England. That's 4 more. Call as you like. Burns on 16, Roy on 12. It's a better delivery this time from Mitchell Stark. That might go for 4-2, in fact it will. Okay, Rory Burns just waiting there patiently and just hitting the ball away, sweet as a nut now. England up to 32 already. Well stopped. England don't need to take too many risks even at this early stage, but partnership now worth 32 between Burns and Jason Roy. Again, just Nice and simple.
End of the over. England are now
32 without loss
for
after
bat.
3. 87 overs remaining. There are 90 overs in the day. And Australia can take the new ball, I think, after 90 overs as well. So that's an interesting play. Well, England lost the Ashes at a canter over in Australia 18 months ago. They'll be looking to put the record straight. Joe Root was a well-beaten captain in those days. They lost, I think they lost all 5 tests. I think they lost 4 and drew the other one. Didn't win a test at all in Australia, England, but they did win the one-day series. England at the moment just happy to play conservatively. Josh Hazlewood now fourth ball into his second spell. And Roy just happy to play defensive and just get his eye in a little bit here. You don't need to hit and treat it like a T20 game. This game, of course, being played over 5 days.
Batting team are now on 9 for 32.
Still 32 without loss. Actually, a maiden over there for Josh Hazlewood, which will start now next to bowl his 3rd over, 0 for 20. And Rory Burns is giving it the full whack. And just has the legs to get to the boundary. 4. It's a really good shot there by Burns. Moves him on to 24. Looks a really good touch today. Oh dear me, that's surely going to be a wide ball. That has to be a wide. It has been given as a wide. It's 37 without loss now. Pick up 1 for that. Got in the air. And it's going to be 1 bounce for 4. There was a fieldsman there. Wasn't a good shot really from Rory Burns off the toe end of the bat. He got off scot-free there a little bit there. It seemed to hang in the air for quite some time, and there was a fielder there that just couldn't get there. In the end, it's gone into the fence, but it could have been out. Australia unlucky not to pick up the first wicket. Burns, as a consequence, moves up to 28 runs. Roy still on 12. That's a more sensible shot to play. Good defensive shot there. So the shot that Sir Jeff Boycott would have been proud of there. Just getting your eye in and just making sure that you stay close at hand. So we come up to the end of the 5th over here in this first Ashes test. Oh, he's hit that in the air, but he's skewed it. It's gone down to 3rd man. End of the over. Well, Hugh Caton's on, and of course we'll say hello to the gamers as well.
Wait.
Hugh Caton enjoying our first ever forays into cricket on this YouTube channel. Told you we don't put you a bit more than football. All 5 tests live. but we're bringing them in sessions as opposed to full days play, because there's 90 overs in a day and it's a bit of a slog to play. That's all. There's 4 more. Jason Roy with a good shot. A fantastic shot, as Nick Caton says. It's good to be back in the live stream. Don't worry, the football commentaries will be back. The live audio football commentaries will be back on this YouTube channel. In fact, that one was a 6, not a 4. So it's 50 partnership and it's 53 without loss. And the England fans now going absolutely crazy here in Birmingham. Roy on 18 now. Oh, lovely shot. 4 more. Crunch. One day shots shooting at its best. It's a test match, but these two are treating it as if it's a one-day match. Good stop. Excuse me. Still not recovered properly from a cold I picked up. That's why I'm not been behind the microphone. Of course, there's working commitments as well to obviously consider.
Waiting.
End of the over. 57 without loss. Wonderful sunlit morning here at Edgbaston. Run rate 9.50. This is the 7th over.
Catch it.
4 more. Or is it 6? I've got a feeling it might well be 6. It is 6. Well, you give that some oomph. Look how high it went there. Beautiful shot. It almost went out of Edgbaston. Rory Burns now on to 40. England on 63 without a loss of a wicket. Also, we'll say in Australia, 0 for 63. Let's get that to month. And that'll be 4. England having a good first morning. Just to remind anyone who joined us late, Tim Payne won the toss, but foolishly decided to put England in the bat. And he's being punished right now because it's Rory Burns at it again. 71 on the board. Burns moves to 48. Mitchell start now. Final ball of his 4 over. Look at that. 3.5 overs, known for 49.
Waiting.
Well stopped, end of the over. 71 without loss. And just to let you know about the AI on this game, we got it on professional. I'm getting some practicing before going live with this. Oh, he's got him. Roy has gone. So Josh Hazelwood gets the first flick in and Australia make the breakthrough. Jason Roy, the man to go. It's a brilliant catch. Looking to club it to the fence for 4, and it's a terrific catch by Nathan Lyon, the spinner. Roy goes for 22. It's 71 for 1 England. Joe Root now is the next bowler, next batsman in, the Yorkshireman, England captain of course. Well, England test captain I should say. So Josh Hazlewood then. Bowling and Root off the mark straight away. Plenty of good batting to come, and well, 75 for 1 is not a bad scoreline if you're an Englishman at this point. Roy Bird's still there, incidentally, on 48 of 24 deliveries. Again, this is not a good field set for Australia, if I'm being honest. Going back to that Roy wicket, I don't think there was anything wrong with the shot. It was just a great catch really by Nathan Lyon, really.
Yep.
I'll try and look one here. Am I watching I'm a Celebrity get me out there? Yeah, I'll be keeping my excuse me, I'll be keeping my eyes on that, as well as bring you the first session of this Ashes. And that'll be 4-2. And Roy Burns moves to 50. 10 fours and 2 sixes in that total for 52. The first 50 of the series. Stop. End of the over, 8th over, 84 for 1. That's how Rory Burns has got the majority of his runs. Really good, consistent shooting, and even one that went over to the third man boundary, that was a bit streaky. The one he hit into the stands, that was, the other one that hit on the ground into the stands, that was a marvellous shot. Keaton says he's got 60 subs now, he's very happy. Remember, both teams have got reviews, 2 each, one for the batsman, one for the bowler. Mitchell Starkin now to bowl the next over. First Specsavers Ashes Test match. Australia the current holders of the Ashes. Oh, that's a very lucky boundary there for Joe Root. On another day that would have gone through to the keeper. Nick there, Payne should have got down quicker. But in the end, England get 4 for it, but it could have been out. Look at that. Root riding his up there. A good delivery there. And that'll be consecutive boundaries for Joe Root. Start with a lot of thinking to do. That wasn't the best shot even that Joe Root played there, really, to be fair. And all the same, you take them all the same anyway. Josh Hazlewood with the only wicket so far, that of Jason Roy. Yes, that's better. Well, the appeal for LBW, well, they go for 6 anyway. Might go for 6 as New Caden leaves us to watch I'm a Celebrity, and it is a 6. They did appeal for LBW, but the 6 has been given. End of the over. And here's Josh Hazelwood. England 98 for 1. And another good shot from Rory Burns. I don't think it's going to reach the fence. So a dot ball in the end when England could have easily run 2. Joe Root now moves incidentally to 23. That is 4. 100 up for England. Elegant timing. Tim Payne shaking his head. Can't believe it. Cricket's been magnificent from England so far. To the 10th over now of the first innings. We also will bring you some county matches as well. Our own version of the T20 brass will be featuring all the 21st class counties as they battle for T20 glory. You'll hear me really rip it with the commentary in that competition. Here's Hazelwood. And just taking the time. In the air, that's going to be a couple of bounces and 4! And that's the end of the over. James Pattinson now comes into the attack. 106 for 1 now. Once again, Tim Payne, the wicket keeper, feels he needs to change his field. But it's not going to make a difference because Joe Root scores another 4. These two are really getting their iron. England captain cashing in here. The bad news for Australia is that they've got a lot of good players to get out. Remember, we've got Ben Stokes coming up a bit later. Root is now on 27 now. Burns now on 60. And there goes another shot. Root now moves into the 30s. The Yorkshireman in very good touch. So Patterson 8 from his first over so far. In the air, that could go, it could go, it's a sitter! Wow! And he only just, well, he didn't hit it with any ferocity, he just used the pace of the ball and it was enough. Just a simple little run and it's 6. 37 not out. Good passage of play this. And that'll be 4 more as well. 124 for 1. I think that's the 50 partnership between Messrs Burns and Root. Patterson really getting a hit now. All areas. Josh Hazelwood couldn't get anywhere near that. Root moves to 41. That's going to be guided down. I'll just take the 1 there. 125 now on the board. Commander go, Jason Roy. Tim Payne has seen enough, he's changed the field. But getting hasn't made any difference. Rory Burns into it. What an expensive over from James Pattinson. 129 for 1 at the end of the over. Not very good balls, very short in length, and not fallen straight enough. .73 is the rate. It's almost like at 1 day pace here. Here's Joe Root.
Waiting.
Stop. It's gone big. There's a fielder there. 6. What a shot from Joe Root. It went up a long way and it went miles. It's a brilliant shot. 48 he moves to now, Joe Root. Great shot. Josh Hazelwood now 1 for 49. Joe Root just needing 2 more for his 50.
Waiting.
One more of the Hazelwood over to go. $135 for 1.
Gotcha.
And it's gone in the air. And there's nobody there, well, is there? Well, there was someone there, but it's 6. And Root moves to 54. He's only been at the crease 18 minutes. Look at that. Good little wagon wheel, that. A few nice 6s down the ground and to third man. And into the stand. It's been amazing. And if you're wondering if what the AI is, just to remind you, I'm playing it on professional, so I'm not playing it on the simplest level. So that's the way the cricket has gone. 78 overs gone, and England in a great position here on the first morning. Oh, take that! Burns not giving any respect. Down the ground for 4. He moves now on to 68. Got him! And England have conceded a second wicket. Good catch by first slip. I think Australia needed that wicket. Rory Burns was going along like an express train. Out for 68. Good delivery this time. Burns a bit late onto this shot. And a good catch there at first slip by David Warner. Rory Burns, a well placed 68 of 35 balls. England 145 for 2. So we're going to see Josh Butler in. No, he's not the wicket keeper for this game. That's going to be Johnny Bairstow of Yorkshire, but the Lancashire man now in. Formerly of Somerset, of course. And he's off the mark straight away. Not the most convincing shot that Butler's played, but still good enough. It's good enough to get 4 on this occasion. Well, not wicket. Although he's lost 8 runs from that over. That wicket has balanced it out a little bit for Pattington.
Wait.
Joe Root's still there, incidentally, on 54. And that's away. And that's beautifully played. 4. End of the over. Second ball getting Roy Burns out.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with pace.
We're going to be seeing Pat Cummins into the attack for the first time. 94 wickets from his 20 test matches so far.
Waiting.
Starts off with a dot ball. Joe Root, the man on strike for England. 54 he's already made. Make that 58, that's going to be 4. Streaky sort of shot, but it did the job. Good better delivery there, good comeback there from Pat Cummins. Well left. What the Baggy Greens need to do is just to keep believing in themselves and believe that the wickets could come. It's going to be a difficult task. England are in good position at once. That's a good delivery. 157 for 2. One ball for Cummins over to go. He's actually had a decent over despite only conceding 4 runs from it, which is pretty decent so far. 1 ball left, unless he bowls a no ball and whatnot. End of the over, 157 for 2, just 4 off it there from Pat Cummins.
157 for 2.
Next up is legs, lines and legs a little bit there. Pat Cummins. I felt he did, I'd say, quite reasonably well there. Excuse me. We've had 14.1 overs now. Drinks, I'm sure, will be no doubt on the horizon. As we come now towards the 15th, we're into the 15th over now, incidentally. And I might just go away to 4.
Yep.
Yep, indeed, it is 4. England just after a little slow, sluggish, small part of the small passage of play, I should say. We're back on song. 4 more runs to the total. Doing expertly well. Might race away for 4, indeed it does. Went like a rocket to the boundary. But we're now under 16. Make that 22-6. And drinks are taken. England in a magnificent position as they take drinks on the first morning. A good morning so far for England. Butler and Root wipe their brows, take a little bit of fluid on. Now we're moving to the 16th over of the game. 75 overs still to go.
Yep.
You might run 2 for that. They'll have the motor. Oh, that could be close. I think they got there. Just for a moment, just for a fraction, I thought the third umpire might have been calling the operation, but they got 2 for that, England. Yeah! Gone! And the captain is the man to go, and another wicket drops for England. Good delivery. It was hooked away, but it's out it goes. And Root has to go for 60. Well played, Pat Cummins. Steve Smith, the catcher. 173 for 3. And now the hero of Lords in the World Cup final in that Champagne super over, Ben Stokes. How his life has changed for the better. Into the action, first ball. It's in the air. Now will Fairbairn get it? No, he won't. Stokes off the mark. Starting as he means to go on in that from that super over at Lords. Scoreline now 179 for 3. Stokes goes again, gets it over the slit, out 4. Wow. And it was just a little dab. That's all it took. Wasn't far of going for 6 either. England in complete control of this test match. 3 down for 183.
Yes.
And may well get 2 for that. And they're going to run 2 as well. Quite easily as well, as it turns out. Excuse me for coughing in the commentary box.
Yes, yes.
4 more. And this is some match. So we'll go to the end of the over. This is what being in this game's all about.
Change of bowling. The captain is going with the spinner.
And now we're going to see spinning for the first time. Nathan Lyon into the attack. See what he can do. Oh, he's hitting in the air. That could be out. And it is. And with the very first ball of his spell, Nathan Lyon gets a wicket. Pitched it up beautifully. It was hit into the air. It wasn't particularly well hit in the end. It went high into the air there, and in the end it was well taken, and out goes Josh Butler for 22. 189 for 4. New batsman Johnny Bairstow, Yorkshire wicket-keeper batsman. Steve Smith incidentally took the catch on the last wicket there. So Nathan Lyon, no runs conceded and 1 wicket. Well, maybe spin may prove a part. Maybe Jack Lynch later on in the game for England might have something to say about that. These are good deliveries, incidentally, from Lyon. So 4 down for 189. And that's another one. Tim Payne this time. Lyon gets his second and John cuts for 2 wickets and a maiden. Best on the man to go. And Payne had the presence of mind to take the catch. He never timed it. Never looked he controlled the shot, Johnny Bairstow, and he goes for a duck. 3 ball duck, 189 for 5. So Stuart Broad now, who can score runs. He's 12 50s and 100 in his Test career. Good delivery again from Lyon. Again another dot ball. Maybe there might have been a chance there. Just looking at the replay, that could have been a catchable chance there for Josh Hazelwood. Stuart Broad now looking to They're going to steal a 1 here. So Lyon isn't going to get his weight in. Just a 1 run, but 2 wickets. But these were very good deliveries, it has to be said, from Nathan Lyon. And look at 3 of them bang on target as well. $190 for 5. Broad into the attack. Now this is where England could have a bit of fun. Field has changed. It's in the air. That'll be 4. Stuart Broad, as we've said before, can bat 12 50s and 100 for today. Probably the last of the recognised batsmen now, Stuart Broad. Is that going to race to 4, or is that just going to go short of the boundary? It's going to go for 4. This is where England can have a little bit of fun here. They're just short of the 200, but they have lost 5 wickets. Stokes had to scamper back. So Broad already on 9. Stokes went out with 16.
Yes.
It's going to be 4 as well for Stuart Broad. Cummings hit again for 4. Pat Cummings now 1 for 34 if he's almost 3 overs. Yeah. Got in! And out goes Broad. Just as he was getting into his stride, back comes Pat Cummings. And well caught behind the stumps by Tim Payne. Went for another attacking shot there, felt he needed a bit of fun to keep the scoreboard ticking over. It wasn't a great shot, and Broad departs for an unlucky fairly. 202 for 6. Chris Welks into the firing line now. 450s and 100 in his Test career. After that, we've got Jofra Archer, James Anderson and Jack Leach to come. Oh, that was a risky one. And in the over, Welks are very lucky to survive that one. .72 overs left in the day. So So we've still got a long, long way to go yet. That'll be 4 for Ben Stokes. First boundary that Nathan Lyon has actually conceded. He played that beautifully. Down the third man it went. No problem. Stokes on to 20.
Wait.
Doing well.
Right there.
End of the over. The
Well
batting
played.
team are now 206.
19 overs gone now. England past the 200.
Catch.
In the air. I think it's might have got all the way. It has. It's 122 yard 6. Wasn't hit convincingly there, but it went all the way. Nice shot to get off the mark with. Well, 6 not out from 2. Again, this is where he could have a bit of fun.
Catch it. Yes.
And again, that wasn't hit convincingly, but it's gone down to the third man area for 4. Oh dear. So 2 shots he's hit. He scored 10 runs off 2 bound balls, which on another day could have ended in wickets. 216 for 6.
Yep.
Just be happy with singles here. We get Stokes on strike. The final 3 balls. Bill's changed by Ben Stokes now.
Catch.
Oh, that's a biggie. 117 yards, that particular 6. That is a brilliant shot from Ben Stokes. Took aim, took fire, and into the stand she went. Stokes on 26.
Waiting. Yes. Oh.
You can single for that. Oh, it's in the air. That could go. That could go. That could go. There was a man there, but it wasn't going to go anywhere else. End of the over. They're from line into the attack. It's 4 more for Ben Stokes. He's hit that down the offside this time. 240 for 6, another 4. In fact, it's not a 4, it's a 6. Seemed to go a bit flatter than I thought it did, but it didn't. It went high. Just couldn't pick out the red cherry from this sunlit crowd here at the Edgbaston Cricket Ground. Stokes now on the 37. Having a bit of fun here against Nathan Lyon. Down the ground he goes. He's gone big again. And I think it's 1 bounce for 4 this time. Almost a 6 there. And now Nathan Lyon, after a good early promising start, being taken to the cleaners. Tim Payne just telling him, keep doing what you're doing. There's no panic. Yeah! Gone. And Stokes has to go, I'm afraid. And what a good comeback from Nathan Lyon. Hit all over the place by Stokes in this over until this point. Better delivery and straight into the arms of Tim Payne. Well played, 41 now. Prevents Stokes 244 for 7. Well, the tail-enders are in now. Jofra Archer. Australia will be delighted with this at the moment. 244 for 7. Now what can Jofra do? There he goes, first ball. So Jofra didn't hang around. Lyon gets his 4th wicket. And England are 8 down. Same combination. And a golden duck for Jofra Archer. James Anderson now, only 150 in his career, but he's England's highest Test match wicket taker. Facing a hat-trick. Nathan Lyon has got a hat-trick ball. Can Anderson keep it out? Yeah! It's a hat-trick for Nathan Lyon! And England in complete disarray as the batting collapses, but what a moment! I don't think I've seen too many spinners take a hat-trick. And again, the same combo. A hat-trick, 244 for 9. Anderson walks off without scoring. What a last 3 deliveries from Nathan Lyon. So Jack Leach is the final man in.
The left-hander is coming into bat at number 11.
Only his 5th Test match, but he has scored a 50 in an earlier match against Ireland. He scored 100, in fact. Well, England, if they can just get to 300, then lose that last wicket, then there may be. Excuse me. This may be. Face might not be too lost. They were on a good charge as well at one point here, England. In complete control. 4. No, it's going to be a single, sorry. So it brings Jack Leach into strike, and we know what has happened before. This man can bat. Streaky, but it's not enough, it's 4. All it needs to be. Somerset man. Has a good cricket down at Taunton, as I say, for Somerset. Oh. Both shoulder out there. So 253 on the board with a loss of 9 wickets. And Leach hits it again for 4. Through the onside. Got hold of that well, very well, albeit off the toe end of the bat. Cummins 2 for 71 now.
Yes.
That might go for 4 as well. I don't think he's got the legs, but Mitch will certainly go back for 2 if he can run that quick. And the over 259 for 9.
For 259.
So Chris Wokes on strike to Nathan Lyon.
Elbow.
5 wickets now for Lyon. Look at that, 3.2 overs, 19 runs conceded. No maidens, however, but 5 wickets.
Bowling.
That'll be 4. Wokes with a fantastic shot down through the offside that time. It's got to be a waiting game really with Nathan Lyon, really. Just waiting to put the bad ball away. 263 now on the board. The appeal for LBW, and the umpire turns it down. Australia can review this, and they're not going to review it. They're going to go with the umpire's decision.
Waiting. Yep. Keepers in.
It's just about raid it. 264 for now.
64 for 9. Change of bowling. The captain is going with the medium pacer.
James Patterson is coming to the attack now. Wokes still there on 27. Leach battling away on 10. Wasn't hit with any conviction with Wokes, but he got it away. 4. Now it's a race to see who will get that final wicket, whether Australia get that final wicket. Or can England reach 300 and give themselves something to bowl at?
Wait.
No run off that one. No point in trying to run. In the air, that's going to be 4. Not 2 ways about that. Wasn't a particularly good shot though by Wokes. Excuse me. 35 not out.
Right there. Yes.
Made up 39 not out. We can't wait for us to come quick enough here in the Jamie Claret commentary box. That'll be 4-2. Oh, he smashed that. That'll be 6. End of the over. 286 for 9. And it's a battle of the two spinners now, Leach and Lyon. No way. They can review it, but I think Leach got his pad well down the track. Now, will they review it? No, they won't. Good decision, in fact, by the umpire. Put it down. That was a chance. So 86 for 9 it remains.
Waiting.
Certainly on tenterhooks now.
Rolling.
Each holding on in there. No holds barred, that is for sure. Army making all the noise. 4. I know Jack Leach some real good there. Showing how some of the England top orders how to actually bat against this man, Nathan Lyon. And that was the end of the over. No, it's not the end of the over. There's still one ball left to go. 290 for 9. And that is the end of the over, and it is 290 for 9.
For 290.
Fox is on 49 now. Can he get his 50? Oh, he can in great style.
And that brings up 50 runs for this match.
55 not out, and he's absolutely thrilled a bit by that. He gave that a whack. And England now move up to 296 for 9. Hit that all the way. Oh, 300 up. 302 up. 2 6s. And England now starting to finish with a flourish here. Not a particularly good shot by Wilkes. But even so, it did enough to get it over the onside boundary and away for 6. Wilkes on 61. Gone. And England all out for 302. Wilkes with the last wicket to fall. There's the last wicket. Tim Payne with another good catch behind the stumps. Dropped 1 or 2, but he's done really well. Nathan Lyon gets the ball. 5 overs, did a lot of damage. 5 for 28. So let's have a look at that England card. Burns started the innings off perfectly, but then was caught by Warner off the bowling of Patterson for 68. Roy played some good shots, but then was out for 22 off the bowling of Hazelwood, bowled caught Nathan Lyon. And Cummins got into the act, getting rid of Joe Root for 60. And then Lyon ripped through, got rid of Josh Butler for 22, caught by Steve Smith. And then Tim Payne caught Ben Stokes off the ball with a Lyon. And then Bairstow out for a duck. Broad out for 13 off the ball with a Pat Cummins. Then Patterson getting rid of Welks there. Joffa Archer and James Anderson. Another two of Nathan Lyon's victims, of course, caught by Tim Payne, both for Golden Ducks. Jack Leach, the man not out. And there was just the one wide, and 302 was the final outcome. Bowling figures: Stark, 5 overs, no maidens, none for 63, very expensive. Hazelwood, 6 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 55. Pattinson, 4.3 overs, no maidens, 2 for 83. Pat Cummins, 5 overs, no maidens, 2 for 73. Decent effort from him. But the star of the show has to be Nathan Lyon. 5 overs, no maidens, 5 for 28. And absolutely amazing. So Australia's turned out to bat. James Anderson, the bowler. First ball of the Australia reply.
Wait.
Good stop. England's leading. Lucky taker a long time, James Anderson. Lancashire lad. Nicknamed in his early days as the Burnley Express. Still got a bit of a cold, guys, in case you're wondering what all that coughing is all about. I'm easy to do a commentary with a cold. That's right, signal by the umpire. That might be 4 wides. And if that's the case, then that's very expensive. Australia scored 6 without any of their batsmen even trying to lay ban on ball. Excuse me. Here comes Anderson again. At least the fielder.
Wait. Yep.
It's in the air. Won't get 4 for that. No, good stop. Oh, there could be a run out, run out!
End of the over. Australia.
No.
9 for
Butler didn't go for the run out.
Change of bowling. The captain
End
is
of the
going
over.
medium pace.
Stuart Broad into the attack. Might have been a genuine chance this. Let's have a look. No, I just didn't carry as it turned out. There is 3, 1 and none. Although 5 of the runs have come off for extras. They are playing an LBW. And they can challenge this. Well, it might look innocuous, but they're going to challenge the decision. Let's see if it was a no ball. Definitely not a no ball. Now, what can Snicko pick up? Or Edjo, as it says there. Was there any contact with that? Maybe a bit touch high there. Certainly nothing on Edjo. Let's see what hotspot brings. I've got a good feeling this is going to be not out anyway, probably because of height. But England felt it was worth a go. Original decision not out. Pitching just outside leg. In fact, would have been missing. So the original decision will, I'm afraid, stay the same. So no first wicket for England. It's worth a review, but it's a review. Fortunately for England, wasted. They do have one review to go at. Oh, that's a terrific delivery. But had they just got the edge, who knows what might have happened. Oh, that's harsh. And giving us a wide. Double wide. We've been having problems.
Yes.
Always managed to nick that away for 4. Their man was a bit slow to react. Harris gets it away. There's a fieldsman down there, but he couldn't cut off the ball's path to the boundary.
End of the over. The score is
And
now
that's 16 for
0.
naught. Then after that over. And in fact, that's the end of the first session of play, and that's where we're going to leave it now. These are some of the highlights. Harrison in that one for 4. And that was the only highlight in the Australian reply. So this is the situation then at lunch. 16 for no wicket. Harris not out 7. Warner not out yet to score. Kawaja, Smith, Head, Payne, Cummins, Stark, Lyon, Patterson and Hazelwood to come. There have been 8 wides, one no ball, I'm afraid. Which is well the totals to 16 after 2 overs. England bowling figures: Anderson 1 over, none for 9. Broad 1 over, none for 6. In the situation at lunch of the first day of the Ashes series, that England made 302 Rory Burns 68, Chris Welks 61, Joe Root 60 and Ben Stokes 41. Ryan 5 for 28, Cummins 2 for 73 and James Patterson 2 for 83. Australia reply 16-0 and Australia lead by 286 runs. That's the situation at lunch, and that is it for the live stream. Join us again for the second session of play very soon. But for me, JB, have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.